all this stuff, guys, because I want to land this plane with a quick question for you guys. But my question for you guys is, what kind of legacy do you want to leave? And I say that because, believe it or not, you're only at this high school for 4 short years. In the picture that you'll see here, I was able to go back to where my wife was born. My wife was born in Jamaica, and a lot of people hear Jamaica and they start thinking about the beaches and a beautiful island. But if you see right here where my wife was born, her brother, her mom raised about 2 other kids. They was born in one room. But they had a one-room house. Outside was the bathroom, outside was the shower, outside was the kitchen. She had a one-room house, and when we went back, we was giving people money and we was doing all this stuff, and everybody was so proud of her because of the legacy that she left. One of the reasons I love coming back to York High and I do these workshops with a bunch of teams, one reason I love doing it with this team is because of the legacy here. Right, me and my brother, when they put it back up, the only 1,000-point scoring brothers in York High history, that's a legacy. Right, but a lot of times when we're in 9th and 10th grade, when we're in 11th or 12th grade, we don't even think about what we're going to do in the future. We don't even think about the stuff that we're doing right now. We don't even think about the legacy. Like the last name, actually the name on the front of your chest. Like when you're no longer here, what's the legacy supposed to say? The thing that I love when I ask people all the time is, what's your standard? And people always say they don't know. My question for you when I say what your standard is, what do people say about you? Like if Coach Carey wasn't your coach no more and you got a new coach, I guarantee you your new coach better measure up to a standard, or you're going to be like, yo, he don't do it like Coach Carey did it. Like that's what a standard is, right? Like when you're no longer here, next year, Coach Carey should be like, yo, remember how David was hustling? That's how you do it. Like, yo, remember how he did it? That's how you do it. Like what kind of legacy do you want to leave, man? Like if this thing ain't bigger than you, I don't understand why we do this thing that y'all say y'all do. Like everybody said they want to make it to the NFL and the NBA, and then I ask for what, and nobody really knows. See, the thing that I love is I was just watching this movie, and the movie is called The 300, but the thing that I love about the movie The 300 is that the guys were outnumbered. They were clearly outbattled. See, my guy Leonidas, he was the king, and the guys, different people came in and they tried to take over their kingdom, talking about his wife, talking about they was going to make all his people slaves, and my man said, nah, bump that, we're going to go to war. And the thing that I love is it's a mentality, right? We're going to go to war. It's a mentality. I'm going to get my best. You go get your best, and let's see whose best is better. Right? Like when you look to the man to your left and to your right, every single time you step inside this court, it's time to go to war. And the thing that I love is they were outnumbered. The people they was going up against, they were probably better than them, the Persians. They had more than them. They said when this army people come, when the Persians come, they said the ground start to tremble. There's so many of them. They said they shoot their bows and the sunlight turns to darkness. There's so many. And he said he don't care. He said it don't matter because we don't submit, we don't surrender. And the thing that blows my mind is they came to my man after, man, they went through so many battles and they kept beating them. And they came to my man and they offered him. They said, yo, you can have everything. They said, you can keep the queen. You can keep your land. They said, you want water? You can have the water. You can keep the air. All you got to do is surrender. And every time they said surrender, something like went off in my man's face. He's like, surrender? Like, I don't know what surrender means. Like, I'm a Spartan warrior. We don't surrender. We don't quit. And the thing that I love is a lot of times when people give you an out, most of us will take the out. When people say, yo, I'll give you what you want. All you got to do is this. Most of us will do that. Most of us don't stand on nothing. And the thing that I love is my man, he teamed up with some other people called the Arcadians, and the Arcadians would come into battle, and every time they was in a battle, the Arcadians would sneak in from the side and help wipe them out, and they would win another battle. And one time my man on the Arcadians, he was up on the hill, and he seen a bunch of people coming, and he got scared. And the reason that this stood out to me is because I'm pretty sure some of you guys know teammates that do that same thing, where it's like, yeah, we big and bad until we run up against somebody, and all of a sudden now we scared. I've witnessed it in my own life. Like everybody want to be a gangster till you run up against some gangsters. Right? Everybody say they bad until you run up against somebody that's really bad, and now all of a sudden, now you're not bad no more. I've seen it a lot. And the thing that I love is the Arcadian came up and he was ready to quit. And my man Leonidas said to him, he said, every man must search their own heart. Yeah, I remember when I used to play right on this very court. And back then when the teams was weak, like the Spring Groves of the world, and people would be like, yo, this is one of them games. Everybody can score this game. And I'm like, yo, why are you attacking a game like that? I thought when we show up to do what we do it to the best of our ability every single game. Why does it matter who we play? It don't matter if we play Harrisburg, Bishop McDevitt, DeLone. It don't matter who we play. When we show up to do what we do, we show up to do it. My question for you guys, the only thing I would ever want is I dare you to be great. My man said you will never be great because every man got to search his own soul. And a lot of times what happens is when you search your soul and your teammate search his soul, two people's soul might come back and tell them something different. Everybody's not ready to go to war. Everybody ain't put in the proper training. And what I've learned is the more work you put in, the harder it is to quit. The reason some of us are cool with quitting, the reason some of us take this shit as a joke is because we ain't putting no work into this. We don't sleep this. We don't dream about this. Your coach put in more work than you put in. I dare you to be great. I dare you to sacrifice and do whatever you need to do to leave a legacy. I dare you. I dare you. You got 4 short years. Some of you guys got less than that. What if you gave it everything you got? What if from now until you graduated, you lived every single day like it was your last? Just what if? And the thing that blew my mind is my man ended up dying, and one of his soldiers was laying next to him. They was dying, and the soldier looked at him, and he said, "Sir, it was an honor to die next to you." And he looked back at him, and he said, "Man, it was an honor to live with you." The thing that I love is when you do what you do, when you worry about the legacy that you live, when you be great, when you unleash your potential, the people that you impact around you guys, believe it or not, you give them permission to become great as well. The only thing I would ever want for you guys, I don't want no money from you guys. I don't want no promises from you guys. The only thing I would ever want from you guys is for you guys to go be great. Fellas, that's my time. I appreciate you guys and your time.